time no see. My hair is longer. My skin is glowing. I got a tan. I look different. But that's besides the point. I'm back. Noble's back. And I'm back for good. Welcome to another episode of Noble Talks Podcast. Today, I'm excited. I say I'm always excited, but I am because it's been a long time since I've picked up this microphone. So it feels good to be here. It honestly does. I feel at peace again. I feel more in the energy I was when I first started this podcast. It's been a long time. I changed platforms. I had to transition all my old episodes over to this new platform because the other one was not giving me what I needed. And I feel better about my transition, but it kind of made me a little discouraged because it was like starting over all over again. I had already, built a platform. That's besides the point. We're not talking about the old. We're back with the new, okay? So with today's episode, I'm not exactly sure what the title is, but by the time it's up, it's already out. And you all are listening or watching this either from my channel or listening to it on whatever streaming platform you're on. So thank you for tuning in. I guess first I can give you guys a mini update. I graduated high school. Whoop, whoop. So I'm officially an adult, I guess, a high school graduate. I turned 18. I really have been not on... No, that's a lie. I've been on social media, but I haven't been creating for social media. I used to be in the stance or the position of a creator. And in these last couple months, I've been a consumer. And we're going to talk about that in this video. That's today's topic, creator versus consumer. I have learned a lot in this time of just taking other people's content and not creating my own. I just want to go ahead and get this out there. I do not like that. I feel my best as a creator. I'm a creative, okay? I create in many different forms. Consuming is, something you should do at times, but how much is too much, When is enough? And we're going to talk about this today because, again, I got addicted to social media. This is literally like, this is like a drug addict talking about times they had withdrawal and they failed. So I don't know. I am going to be starting a new series on this channel because one thing I was scared of when I was 16 is this position I'm in now. The graduating high school and into the real world. This is what I'm in right now. I'm in that phase of anything is possible. And that is fun and scary all in one because it's like, okay, I can go any path. But it's like, okay, I can go any path. Like not in a negative way, like, oh, I'm going to take the wrong turns, but it's possible to take the wrong turns at this point. I did my 12 years of school. School had my back or whatever. That was my focus. Now it's like, what are you going to do now? So it's like, I don't know for real. But I'm learning to trust more and just, learn as I go and try not to cling on to the idea of just having it all together. If you're out there 18 or younger or even older than me and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. It's okay to not have it all figured out. I feel like that's the fun part about life is we don't know how it's going to end. We don't even know what's after death. Just take the mystery and have fun with it. Have fun with the idea of, I don't know where this is going to go. It can go better than what you're expecting. When I say you don't know where it may go, don't think, far back like, oh my gosh, this is going to happen. No. Think ahead, think better, stay positive, y'all, stay positive. So I've already spent 5 minutes talking, but I feel like this is what I need to do when I haven't been on a platform for a very long time. It's been months, and I know I do these hiatus all the time, but every time I come back a new person, and I want to learn to keep creating and putting stuff out there even when I'm not sure, so I can see the progress in the process, because when I leave for 4 months and I come back as this new person, everyone's like, who was that? Like, girl, unsubscribe. That's cool, that's fine. Unfollow, unsubscribe if you need to, but for me personally, I want to be able to witness my growth. That is the fun part about me being on YouTube for, I want to say, 5 years now. I've committed my life to YouTube for 5 years. So I've been doing this since I was like 12, 11 maybe. That's how committed I am to it. And it's just every time I come back different. I used to do fashion videos, I used to do hair videos, I used to do vlogs, I used to do a little bit of everything. And that's what I'm embracing about myself, is I do a little bit of everything. That makes me beautiful. That's what makes me beautiful, is that I do a little bit of everything. I'm always open to trying a little bit of everything. I'm going to try everything, That's the fun part and cool thing about me. That's what I'm learning about me, because step into your authenticity, step into your uniqueness, embrace it. And with social media and consuming so much, you sometimes take on the character of others because it's all you're looking at. You're not looking in the mirror, you're not looking within your mind, you're listening to other voices, other people's minds. And yes, that's cool, but at what point will you listen to your own thoughts? I'm going to take a break from consuming and just going to have a burst of creating and not worrying about the results, the views, the clicks, the likes. None of that matters. I'm going to create because I enjoy creating. And that's what this new journey is. Noble creating because she loves to create. That is one thing I've learned about myself, is I simply love creating in all forms. I paint, I draw, I write, I dance, I do hair, I do a little bit of everything. The most on point thing to say about Noble is she does a little bit of everything. I'm even going into fashion. I'm now a fashion design major, and that is big because I kind of fumbled between the idea of just get in a major that's gonna guarantee you a job, so like go into business and but I had to think, is that where I want to land myself in life? Do I really want to go to college and get this degree just to end up in an office job or whatever, making I guess good money, but like, am I actually fulfilled? Am I passionate about my work? That's important to me. And so I'm gonna stop being a wuss and actually just put myself into the field that I'm actually interested in. And even if I start this and I'm like, maybe this wasn't for me, at least I tried, and that's the thing. If you're young, you have time to mess up. I'm not telling you to purposely mess up. I'm saying you have that room to grow, make mistakes, all of that. You don't have to worry. Stop worrying. You're gonna be okay. And just know we'll all be dead one day. We're all gonna die one day. So just have fun while you're here. Don't stress too much. A lot of this stuff is really not worth stressing for. I literally had like a slight panic attack the other day, and I had to realize it's really not that deep. It's really not that deep. But your feelings are valid, and feel that stress, feel that anger, feel that tension, but let it go. Let it go. Give yourself a grace period, time to feel it, and then just let it go, because you have to. Why would you sit in that emotion, especially if it's a negative emotion? I think one thing I realized about myself is when I may leave a platform for a long time, it's because I'm no longer inspired. My heart is no longer in it. And I do want to be honest with myself when I do not feel really passionate about my work, or I feel like I'm just robotically creating, because I don't want to do that. I want to create with a genuine, heart. And so there may still be times in the future where Noble will leave for a couple months. That's okay. That's a part of this journey. But I want every time I create to be genuine. I don't want it to be because I need to just put some content out here so that they'll like me. Because I had that phase on Instagram, and I'm kind of debating on deleting my personal Instagram, honestly, because not only is the engagement really bad because I no longer post what my followers were once following me for, but also because I don't really find joy in taking pictures and then putting it up there for people to like it. That's what Instagram is. I do like the business aspects of Instagram, like I have my hair page on there, but as far as just pimping myself out there to get likes, I'm not really feeling that no more. So if I leave and you look up my account and it's like no user found, I didn't block you, I left. So that's something I'm going to be battling as well, because in all honesty, I'm just kind of growing out of it. And I've been on this platform, YouTube and Instagram, since I was 12, which is super young for a 12-year-old to be like navigating social media. And I think it's really cool that I know the ins and outs of it now. I know parts of the algorithm, even though it's changed over time. I pretty much know how to work these platforms. And I think that's really cool because I have built a lot of skills. I've built friendships. I've built a lot from working on here. And I don't think I'll ever quit YouTube. It's just I may quit what I'm doing at that time. But I love being able to put content out there and building an audience, a community of people that are like, hey, yeah, me too. Like, more than anything, I enjoy reading comments. Forget the likes. I can have 10 views and one person comment. And if it's like a real, meaningful or deep comment, I love it, because more than anything, I just want connection. I don't care about how many people like it. I want to put things out here to create a conversation, More than anything, I just want to start conversations. I want people to think. I want to put like food for thought out there. And that's my main goal on this channel now. And it may change. Maybe I'll go back to fashion and beauty. And that probably will be something I still do, because I know I like that versatility. I don't want to just put one thing out there because I get bored easily. So if I'm doing something mundane, like every time, like, oh, I'm doing only hair videos, I'm going to leave. Or, oh, I'm only doing vlogs, I'm going to leave. So I need that, go with the flow type thing on my channel, but just embracing it way more, because let's get into how there's this like flood of aesthetics. And I know I did a how to find your aesthetic video. That's not the problem. I'm talking about when it comes to the way we create content. And this is not bad or to bash anyone, but there's like this blueprint of content creators I'm seeing, and all it is them getting their hair done, nails done, and going shopping. And this is like the new content creator now. And I'm not bashing that content. I watch it sometimes, but I'm just like, you don't have to fit that box to, create content. That's, to me, it's content, but not my cup of tea. But I don't want to make this a video like, y'all doing this, because what does that do? Everyone can create whatever they'd like to create. But I feel like what's being pushed out there is this blueprint, like I said, and it's not really unique, if that makes sense. It's like, okay, how many times are you gonna go get your hair done? That's why I left YouTube for a little bit, because it's like, okay, how many times are you gonna buy clothes on Shein? How many times are you gonna install a wig? Like, how many times until you're gonna switch it up? So that's just what maybe it's personal. Maybe y'all go ahead, clean girl aesthetic. I sound like a hater. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be that. It sounds like that. Maybe it's because it's like that's what's getting views. And I know when I was younger, when I would create what I wanted and it didn't get the results I desired, I'd switch to whatever was popular. So Shein hauls were popular at one time, so I jumped on that game. And so it kind of sucked me in, and then I lost my authenticity, my creativity and all that. And I'm trying to build that back up. And when I tell you it's a little hard when you've been like, changing yourself, I think I did that for a year. It takes time to get back to who you are. I think I just lost myself for a little bit in the money and the likes and the views. And when I tell you, I want to do a whole video in itself about what it's like being someone who's been working, creating on social media since 12. Think about that. I've been doing this since I was 12. I've been doing this for 5+ years. Think what it does to a little girl being on social media, creating where millions of other people are creating, having to keep up with trends. Think what that does to not only her as a person, but her self-esteem, her creativity, all these things that get affected because she's looking at what's popular and what she should do. But she also has her own likes and interests, but she's like, no, that's not going to get the traction. Just all these things. And that in itself is going to be a video. And honestly, the title of this video podcast may be something totally different. I have no clue. But this was really just a, hey, I'm back type video. Like, hey, I'm back and I know what I want to do now. And most of this content is going to be things like this, sitting down, talking. But I also do want to incorporate a little bit of acting, a little bit of fashion, a little bit of beauty, a little bit of lifestyle. I'm going to add little things in here to make it fun, not only for y'all, but for me as well, because it's going to be more fun to switch things up. Like, I know after a little bit, I'm not going to want to just sit here and talk on a microphone. Knowing me, after a while, I'm going to want to switch it up and, get clips of this, get clips of that, put into the video and incorporate that creativity into it, put my own noble touch into it, instead of, well, most podcasters sit down and just talk and they have the background. No, I could do something different. I could literally ride my bike and do a podcast all in one. There's no box. What if I told you there's no box? It's up to you. Create what you want. Do what you do. And don't worry about the results. Just do it because it makes you happy. Do it because it's fun. Do it because it makes your heart smile. And that's the only reason you should be doing anything, creating anything, because it makes you happy. That is priority. Not because it makes you money. In some instances, the bills got to get paid. You got to eat. Go to that job. That's not what I'm talking about. But as far as like your extracurriculars or your business, if it makes you happy, keep doing it. If it fills your heart, it brings you joy, keep doing it. Anything other than that does not, change if you eat or have somewhere to sleep, drop it. Because why feed something that makes you miserable? That's today's video. And I hope you all enjoyed. And I will be back posting more because I want to create. And that's it. I'll see you all in the next one. I love you all. I'll see you all in the next one. I love you all. And stay peaceful. Okay, for real. Stay peaceful, y'all.